In this channel we usually talk about the real and tangible stuff, but already in one occasion we talk about video games and how they influence the toys that we buy or the pop culture of the world. At that time we talk about Gran Turismo and the Vision Gran Turismo concept cars. This time we're going to talk about a different game and a different type of influence. Meanwhile, Gran Turismo and their Vision concept cars are a little bit more realistic because some of these companies created actual concept cars that you can get in and drive. This influence is a little bit more abstract. We are talking about the Hot Wheels character cars line. You know, like this line of Hot Wheels that takes some specific features or characteristics of a famous character, either from a movie or animated, and then uses them to create a car. And the famous characters that we are going to see today are the Overwatch characters. That's right, today we have the love child from Hot Wheels and Overwatch. How cool are these designs? Do they really resemble the characters? If you are an Overwatch gamer, or if you like original designs from Hot Wheels, then stay. Because today in JR Collectibles we have Hot Wheels Overwatch unboxing.
Choose your character.
Winston is a genetically engineered gorilla and a scientist. He's also responsible for recalling the Overwatch agents. In the game, he is a tank hero type, which allows him to absorb damage and lead the attacks to fortify locations. The big rig design is related to Winston's size, and the white livery is a reference to the spacesuit he uses. The black turret kind of thing that is in the back of the car, it's the jetpack that allows Winston to fly or move faster in the game. Tracer is a time traveler agent that suffers from chronal disassociation, which basically means that she cannot remain in the same space and time for long. In the game, she is a damage type hero. These type of heroes are responsible for seeking and engaging with the enemies. The sporty vehicle surely takes some inspiration from the classic Docker torpedo, showing the three headlights in the front. In this case, the middle headlight embodies the chronal harness that keeps Tracer anchored to the present. Gabriel Reyes was an Overwatch agent. Tired of the bureaucracy to apply justice, he flipped and joined the Talon's organization. Now he is known as Reaper and is trying to hunt down all the Overwatch agents. In the game, he is also a damage hero type, just like Tracer. I believe this is the vehicle with less subtle characteristics from the 6. You can see clearly the face of the character and his guns are on the sides of the car. Genji was the little brother of the clan Shimada. His brother Hanzo almost killed him, and Overwatch saved him by transforming him into the cyborg ninja he is today. Just like Tracer and Reaper, he is a damage type hero. The vehicle has a futuristic design just like Genji's cyborg body. You also can see the fluorescent green accents in the base, wheels, windshield and fins. The last touch is the roof of the vehicle, that resembles Genji's helmet in color and design. The shooting star Hana Song was a famous gamer in South Korea known as D.va. She turned pilot when the country needed gamers to control mechas to defend the city. Like Winston, she is a tank-type hero. Of course, that is considered when she is inside her mecha. The vehicle is of course based on the character outside the mecha. It looks like a small Japanese sports car, like a 90s RX-7 or a Nissan 350Z. You have the bunny logo in the hood, D.va's paint face in the windshield, and behind all what could be the doors, the pointy pink headphones of the character. Jack Morrison is the Overwatch ex-commander that everyone thought was dead when the organization fell. But due to his biological upgrades and the Super Soldier program, he is now looking for revenge as Soldier 76. This is the 4th damage hero type of the collection. The design looks like a modernized muscle car. It has some type of racing livery with the number 76 that Morrison has in the back of his leather jacket. It has some similarities with the Dodge Challenger, and it actually makes me remember a different character car, the first Captain America, don't you think? A little Easter egg is inside the back glass. You can see a text that reads, "Rest in peace, Jack Morrison." My favorite one is D.va. It has a bunch of little details like the Korean sponsors by the side and these little pink accents that when you put them all together it makes it like a real tuning 90s car from Japan, so I really like it. I know that it's based in the suit that D.va uses when she drives her mecha, but it also makes me remember the plug-in suits from the pilots that were driving the Evangelions. Do you remember that series? I really like it, so probably I also make the connection there. The D.va design is closely followed up by the Soldier 76 and Genji, because these two you can still buy them as like say original Hot Wheels design, and they are still cool, they can be still part of your collection. I don't think that is the same with Tracer and Winston, because the design of those two it doesn't really work out as a real car, at least not for me. And even worse with the Reaper, because what I like about these character cars is when they take some pieces of a character or some nods to the character and then they put it on the car, and when you see the car it makes you remember the character. But in case of the Reaper, they literally just put the face of the Reaper, then they put the guns by the sides, just 4 wheels, and that's it, character car. These types I really don't enjoy them. The Overwatch set was released 2 times. The first time in 2020 with only 5 cars, Winston was missing, and then in 2021, that is the one that we just opened, that had the 6 cars and also its small 30th anniversary logo in the blister pack. The game was super successful when it was released in 2016. There was even an eSports Overwatch league. But due to some inconsistencies and lack of development when they were working in the Overwatch 2, the game went from hero to zero in a really fast time. And probably it's the reason why there was not a lot of follow-up from Hot Wheels after the second release in 2021. And also there's just a few heroes, there's not a lot. Now it's still pretty soon, but I think that in a few years this will become some kind of cult collection, you know, like these ones that Hot Wheels releases like several years ago, and when they are new nobody gives a second thought, and after a few years everybody starts looking for them because they are actually quite nice cars and they are not that common. So in the case of this set, the blisters, in case that you collect them close, it's a really nice design. The cars are mostly nice, with of course the exception of the Reaper for me, so I think that this could happen. But enough of that. Let me know what do you think about the collection. Did you know of its existence? Which one is your favorite car, or what do you think about them? And before you go, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you enjoy this kind of news, history, toy content, then consider subscribing. And I also wanted to tell you that our eShop is finally open. You will not find these Overwatch characters there because of course they are too old, but there's a bunch of 2024 castings that are really nice and that I think that you might enjoy. So if you want just to take a peek or also buy something beautiful, then I will be happy to see you there. And on that note, my name is JR. Thanks for being here and see you next time. Adios.